title. Whoops. uh, Hopefully y'all can hear me better. Cause, I was hearing the... So I'm looking through the tags. I was looking at... listening to my previous stream, and gosh, was I quiet. I didn't talk at all during the last stream because, well, it's kind of... I don't know how other streamers can just sit there and talk to the empty void, so it's kind of impressive once you think about it. Anyway, I'm gonna bring in the tunes. I'm actually gonna turn it down, maybe a little bit. I turned it up, but I think I'm gonna turn it back down. But as you can see, I did the flag coloring outside of the stream because I just feel like it isn't interesting to watch someone flat color something, so yeah, I basically just did off stream. My life's been going pretty alright. I got some grief from some coworkers and some managers. But I'm doing alright. Actually, I'm gonna tell a story of what happened on Thursday. Thursday, I worked at the library. For those who are 100% new to me, I actually have autism. This is important, trust me. Simply put it, the children's section of it was getting pretty busy, and I was told to do the, wow, that makes Simeon look so ominous. But, simply put it, it was getting busy, and I was told to do it because there was like 3 carts to shelve, and, yeah, they just definitely needed it to be done. And I understood, though I was kind of reluctant, because as much as good as my work ethic is, I was kind of hoping a volunteer would do it. But I did it anyway because, gosh dang it, I don't want to be a bad worker. But the children's area was very busy, had a lot of things going on, and it was kind of stressful for me already because of that. But then the kid was asking... well, not asking, he was very confused on how to use our self-checkouts. So I helped him a little bit, and I was able to help him, but it was kind of stressful because I don't think he exactly he was having a hard time grasping what I was saying, so I think I kind of did most of the work for him. Then like more kids came wanting to check out books, and that's when I came to one of my coworkers like, hey, can you help these people for me? And she helped them, took one of them to took one of them to, good old manual, good old regular checkout. So yeah, that kind of stressed me out. And then at another point, it turns out this room was unlocked. This room, basically, we call it the story time room because that's where kids, and that's where the events for kids mostly happen. And But yeah, they were just like getting in there when they're not supposed to, and I told uh one of the managers at the time, like, hey, the door is unlocked and kids are kind of coming in and out of it. And she's like, oh, let me, get a pair of keys and we'll get that sorted out. And so I grabbed a pair of keys, and some kids are like getting in it again. Well, I kind of shouted like, you're not supposed to go in there. Not in like a mean way, but kind of like a stressed out way. And that's when my my higher up is like takes a key from me and is like, don't worry, I got this. And turns out I grabbed the wrong pair of keys. And sorry, I noticed. Anyway, so one of my coworkers, I had so that coworker slash higher up had to go to the back and get some more keys, not more keys, a different thing of keys, and due to worry of kids like coming in, I kind of stood in front of the doorway, making sure no one gets in. And yeah, she returned, locked it, and basically said, maybe how about you do the adult section for now. I was like, thank you. I'm very stressed. And she said, I know. She she uh she also has some kind of relative of sorts who also has autism. So yeah, that was nice of them to help me out with that. And we ended up like having a conversation about autism and such and such. Hope I'm not talking too loudly. But yeah, I was basically getting overstimulated that day. Um, I can really talk some more about sometimes I've been overstimulated. A long time ago, I feel like I've talked about this before hundreds of times, like on different medias. But simply put it, there was this laser tag thing in this place called Fun City. You'll probably immediately figure out where it is if you look it up. But it used to have a laser tag thing. And, I was excited for it because, ooh, laser tag! And my sisters were also excited, so simply put it, we got geared up, we went inside, getting ready to start. And when it started, I immediately lost track of my sisters. Oh, everything was like lit under like ultraviolet light or black light, whatever it was. So it was kind of like visually, it was already like visually overstimulating. It's already visually like iffy. And then I found these two people, and I was like, hello, and then they blasted me because, well, we were playing laser tag. Sorry, I'm looking at the shading. Oh, that looks better. Uh, uh, at one point, I basically put my hands to my head and kind of basically cried, and then I went to the door where the person was, and I was like, "Please let me out." He's like confused and stuff. I was like, "Please let me out," and he let me out, and I just sat with my dad and just waited for my sisters to come out. They were confused like why I left, but and I think it was back before before I learned I had autism. Though back, though back in the day, it was called it was called Asperger's. Obviously, we stopped. Obviously, people stopped using it because it's associated with a Nazi Nazi scientist. This is gonna sound bad, but personally speaking, uh, I don't mind having my thing addressed as Asperger's, but I understand like why there's a need to abandon it, and I base and when my family actually brought this fact, even though I already knew about it, I was like, I don't mind it, but we might want to change it just to be safe. I don't know. It's just better than just ignoring it. And yeah, I started using autism spectrum for myself. Obviously, I don't speak for all autistic people. Everyone's different. Even like people with neurodivergency, we're all different. So whatever people say they like or don't like, just take their word for it. It's kind of lagging for me because I accidentally opened up Discord. It happens. There we go. Personally speaking, I feel like everyone should avoid like certain things to begin with. Like some people are comfortable with some things, some people are not comfortable with others. It feels like everyone has forgotten that with the internet over the years. I think it's more important to be nice than anything. I am probably speaking loudly, probably causing the mic to spike. If I'm too noisy, you're free to inform me. There's no harm in it. But yeah, it's an example of like every someone like oh making a joke that immediately backfired. I had it, I had this group of friends on VR chat, and let's just say that one of the friends had a bit of an unfortunate past, and we were doing like a either walk of shame or never have I ever, and basically one of the friend someone else like joined in, and and as one of the never have I ever questions, the guy basically said it as kind of a joke. uh Trigger warning, by the way, for well the joke was based. The trigger warning is basically about sexual assault, and obviously the guy's like, never have I ever been sexually molested. And again, since I don't know if it was walk of shame or never have I ever, uh, basically that friend's answer 100% implicated that they had been, in fact, molested. And that kind of threw the guy into a loop like, oh shit. And we left that world, and that's why I learned the friend's grandfather did that sin to him. The one person who the friend joined for came back and said the friend was sorry, but really it goes to show like you shouldn't treat everyone like they're just another copy of you. They're You don't know their backstory. You don't know anything about them, so maybe not just come in guns blazing, hoping to get a chuckle out of them. Sometimes it's just best to be nice. I mean, it won't garner much friends probably, but if you're nice to someone, you it's always like the friends who are you will make friends for being nice. And typically those friendships last longer. I've also seen like people regret like not talking to people enough in high school. But personally speaking, I actually don't regret not talking to many people during high school. I feel like if I were to try and be popular with people, I would have stumbled upon some bad influences, and I ain't about that life. I still made friends in the end, too. I miss them. We were all like a bunch of artists who who basically like anime, or at the very least the anime style. They were all nice. One of them was a bit strong-headed, or at least I don't know. They're stronger than in the heart than me. And one of them was like cool and level-headed, and one of them was actually a friend I had for a while before joining this group. She was very nice. I need to see her more often. Though, I don't know where she is at nowadays. There's one thing I do regret. It's not maintaining my connections better. Oh, speaking of anime, I just remembered, uh, my high school had this advertisement, and it was for a club called anime, not anime. Well, it turned out to be an anime club, but it was advertised as Japanese Culture Club, and I was actually interested in it because, well, I'll admit I was a weeb, but I was also genuinely interested in like their culture and stuff. But I was, but it turns out from I heard from someone or a friend or whatever that it is in fact an anime club, and that actually legit made me disappointed. I I came here to learn about Japanese culture, not watch weebs geek about geek out about anime. I say, as I'm drawing an anime. That isn't to say like I didn't join any club, so I was a part of the art club actually. Um in contrast to a lot of people's experiences with art teachers in the anime style, my art teacher, both my art teachers actually were pretty open about it. So, obviously I draw certain stuff realistically, like portraits and such, but they never judged me for drawing in anime style. I guess in that sense I am kind of privileged. Um, the one time where it felt like someone judged me based off my anime style would be like while I was in college. Uh, Basically there was like at the end of the semester or whatever, we basically did a fake interview with some people that are actually in Iowa as like an actual animation team in Iowa. And but the drive was like 30 minutes and I wasn't wanting to deal with that, so I basically just decided to just take this course at home. But we still had to do the interview regardless. And when I showed them my portfolio and like talking about myself, they did say some things which were like, yeah, that's probably not a good thing to say. Which is like, I talked about how tired I easily get and such. And she's like, anyway, I wouldn't hire you immediately because I would immediately not hire you because of that. And I was like, okay, I get ya. But the thing, like, one of them says, like, uh, you should, I should study, like, realism and stuff. And that actually broke me because I studied realism a lot in high school. It's one of the things my family wouldn't stop telling me to do. They were expecting, like, realistic drawings, though. Not realistic studies. So yeah, that actually broke me. And I think I actually do legit think it's because I have an anime style. Because I had a friend who has like a kind of a cartoony anime style, and they didn't get any advice like that, and it's just like, what the fuck? I'm allowed to say fuck on here, right? But yeah, that basically destroyed me and crushed my dreams of becoming a video game concept artist. Would I try to attempt to be a video game concept even after all that? Probably. I just wouldn't be that confident in myself. Well, actually, I would probably be confident. It's just that part of my history would probably be nagging at me the entire time. But yeah, I legit stopped drawing for a few days. I think I actually told my animation teacher about it, and they're like, "What?" And he works at that company. I'm not gonna say who that company is though you can probably easily find it, considering it's the only animation company in Iowa. I'm not gonna say it though personally. Please don't send them any hate though. I'm gonna make that disclaimer now before anything happens. Cause they do have some kind of they do have some rep to them. They were a studio in California. And I guess they moved to Iowa for some reason. I forgot why. If there's one thing I am gonna talk about though, it's how like you guys know about the fits and the tantrums? You know, the ones who saying like the walker. I'm wanting to sing one of their songs like because I kind of know it by heart. Ooh, crazy, what is what they think about me? Ain't gonna stop 'cause they tell me so. 'Cause 99 miles per hour, baby, is how fast that I like to go. Can't keep up with my rhythm, oh, they keep trying. Too quick for the lines they throw. I walk to the sound of my own drum. It goes, they go, we go. Hey, yay, 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 oh! Here we go. Feel it in my soul. Really need it, so go. Gotta feel it, body takes control. Really need it. Okay, yeah, that band. They actually legit didn't give that animation company a lot of time to animate one of their music videos. And that is legit scummy of them. The music video isn't even that good. But I understand that they were kind of pressed for time. I also don't really like the exact nature of that video either. 'Cause it just don't look right to see these weird puppet doll things being all like sexual. So yeah, if I were to talk trash on anyone, it would definitely be Fits in the Tantrums. Though I don't instigate any harassment, though, obviously. I wonder if I'll get banned on Twitch for that. I hope not. And I also realize I can't exactly back my word on this, cause I don't exactly have any proof, but that's like what one of the students who did take that internship there told me, which makes me glad I didn't take that internship even more. Now I suddenly want to talk about the animation industry for the 100th time. The animation industry is actually a lot smaller than you think. Where basically if you mess up on something somewhere, a lot of people are gonna hear about it. In terms of art theft, they especially hear about it. Like this guy literally tried to work at Pixar and actually came to the interview with the interviewer's very own artwork. But the interviewer's like all professional about it. And just let the guy talk, deal with the interview process. And once it was all said and done, he's like, okay, thank you for your time, and just so you know, you're never gonna work in this industry ever. Because you stole that art. So if you're an art thief and you want to make a career out of art somehow, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot for stealing art. So you should probably not do that. So believe it or not, I am not not necessarily a big fan, but I am kind of a little bit interested in Dead by Daylight. Um, but yesterday I learned about this their newest. I think it is their newest killer, which is called the Trickster. And good good gosh, he is actually very interesting. And his chase music is also so good because of his actual lore. Basically he's like a K-pop singer, but he uses his victim screams in his music. And the chase theme very much reflects on that, because you can actually hear people's screams. A very, very slowed down screaming people in it, which is legit cool. I want to play this, play the track, but I don't know if I can because of potential copyright, potential copyright stuff. But yeah, that's like one of the, that's like a very pretty original idea if you think about it. If you want to hear the music yourself, look up uh Trickster's chase music, Dead by Daylight. Uh, and it's the live version that you need to hear. The beta, player beta testing is, eh. But that's to be granted since it was like a beta test. It's literally a bop though. It's gonna sound weird, but I feel like this. I think the song's a bop. I don't know why I tend to listen to the most horrifying things and think they're a bop. uh, an example of like me listening to horrifying things are a bop would be uh Mother, that one song sang by Hatsune Miku, but I can't recall like the artist. I feel kind of bad for that. But I bet if you were to look up Hatsune Miku mother, you would probably get it. I actually do have a pretty I actually do have an interest in psychology. Uh, I remember at one point, because after discovering everywhere at the end of time, I was like on a learning about dementia kick. It really is a horrible disease. Like, I don't think. I feel like no one can really understand like how bad it is. They say they're demented, but the thing with dementia is that you become a husk, basically. You just slowly lose a sense your sense of self, and you'll just forget everything eventually. Fortunately speaking though, there is there are ways to like treat it in a sense. Trying to remember. Simply put it, uh people people discovered that people have discovered that listening to music like back in the past can actually like trigger the synapses or something like that, and quite essentially like bring back some memories. And it's honestly legitimately pretty cool, and it makes me feel hopeful that someday we'll find a cure for it, probably, or at least a way to like slow it down. I actually have a playlist called a sobering playlist. You can probably find it on my YouTube profile page if I have it set to public or whatever. If I don't have it set to public, well then that's probably actually kind of relieving that I have it set to private. Not that I have anything bad on it, especially on the sobering playlist. Uh, but everywhere at the end of time is on my sobering playlist. Uh, Along with some other songs like World of Madness from Silent Hill 2, and Wounded War song. I think that's also from. No, it's from Silent Hill 4, the room. I feel like we should give certain games a chance and not be so negative about certain games. A good example, well, obviously there's Silent Hill the room, and they Brad did an interview for it, and not interview, he did a review of it, and he I feel like he positively impacted the the community because of that. No, honestly, I kind of wish. I kind of wished. No, I definitely do wish. That Silent Hill belonged to a different company, though. Cause, Konami. Weird. I seem to develop a cough. For those who don't know, Konami is an asshole company. um, they don't treat their employees all that well anymore, and I don't know. They just gone downhill. I never played like any of their games, but gosh dang it, is it bad? I mean, they're doing like collabs now with like Silent Hill and such, like with Dead by Daylight. But I don't know if it's like their own like stunt to like improve their image. Kind of like with Blizzard and certain basically like releasing certain like projects, like doing good things early, and or they keep doing like compensation stuff like whenever a controversy strikes, and obviously that's uncomfy because they're trying to do damage control, and that's not a good look, personally speaking. Right, gold. But yeah, that's kind of why I still don't exactly have much faith in Konami. This is gonna sound ridiculous, but I've been thinking of doing like an Obey Me music video with a sinful indulgence, but involves my character and obviously the seven boys. It, to describe it real quick, it's basically um my character gets basically thrown into a supposedly haunted house, and after like trying to like and after knocking on the door a bit, basically begging to be let out, they basically sigh in defeat and hesitantly like walked into on and and as as she's walking, you're supposed to catch like little glimpses of some of the boys, like, but then they scurry off, kind of scaring the my character a little bit. And that's when they come into a room with uh that's like a big kind of a lunch thing. I don't know, something similar to the student council room where there's like a bunch of chairs, and when the clock like chimes, like, or the bell chimes, uh that's when my character like turns around slowly, and it reveals like the boys sitting on the chairs. And upon seeing this, my the the character like starts running away, and that's when Lucifer like sends the other boys out after them. And what ensues is just like kind of a montage of like each of the boys like kind of having their fun with my character. Obviously not in a sexual way, but it's supposed to like show off their little their personality traits and such. And like at near the end of it, like my character like finds the keys to leave this place, but they were stopped by Lucifer, and it turns out like the boys like playing around with her didn't like do it out of malicious intent, and were actually getting sad to see the character go. And that's when the character decides to stick around. Each of the boys have like their own dance with her, and like after the song ends, you see the character like about to actually leave the house for real, and that's when the boys like were happy and like bowed to her, kind of like did their own bows to her. And that's when you kind of like hear Lucifer say, "See you next time." And yeah, that's when the music video ends. I haven't animated though in such a long time, and I know how much of a pain in the ass is animation. So I don't exactly I don't want to animate all that. And I'm doing like the full song too, like not just the opening version. which is also why I don't exactly want to animate. I actually been thinking of little animated videos with some of the character songs. But I need to find an editing program before I make animatics. And even then, like, I draw traditionally, which is why you never like see me like actually draw, because that would require a camera, and that would break the illusion of a VTuber. I, I don't want to accidentally reveal my face either. I don't feel like comfortable showing my face lately. I mean, I only trust a few friends with showing my face. And I guess the reason why is just I have a newfound caution for people on the internet. And learned that, everyone's showing their face, but that's probably not a good idea for privacy reasons. And so yeah, ever since then I haven't really shown my face. It's namely because of this one like person. They were like an old friend, and when we got back in contact, I was happy. But then they decided to like. But then they kind of started displaying weird behaviors. Um, he would call me like little sister, and he would like mention my boyfriend at the time. We're still friends, by the way. The boyfriend, the ex, and I. And yeah, would randomly mention my boyfriend out of nowhere. Former boyfriend, I should say, I guess. Uh, sec. And at one point, he was like talking about hypothetical, like if we were to ever meet up, and I was like, I'd be happy to see you, and I'd probably hug you, and he's like, really? And I don't think you want to hug me. And I was like, I mean, I'd still hug you, regardless. And then he like, this is like the most non-sexual, unsolicited picture that I've gotten, but he basically. Actually, I never gotten things like dick pics and such. But anyway, he sent me a picture of his face, and I was like, yeah, I'd still hug ya, cause I'm not a judging person. The only time I'd probably not hug you is if you smelled, or whatever. You just jumped into toxic waste. And that's when he was like, "Can I see your face?" I'm like, no. He's like, "Come on," and I'm just like, no. And I think at that point I showed my friends like this chat, and that's they were all basically like, dude, unfriend them, block them. I'm just like, I don't know. They were my friend, and they're like, you're being weird. And I decided to actually take a look on their Pixiv account, and let's just say some of the pictures he liked are problematic. Uh, Basically, upon finding this out, uh, the whole calling me little sister thing became pretty suspicious. And yeah, long ago I made a post about it on Twitter, explaining my situation. I technically do have the screenshots. I just have to look for him. But yeah, I unfriended him, blocked him, such and such. I have no idea what he's going through right now. Sure as heck not even wanting to find out. So yeah, don't call me little sister. Cause that's reserved for only my big sis and twin. She calls me little sister even though we were like only like a few minutes apart. Gosh dang it. I think we got the main shading down, mostly. We just have to deal with the eyes. The beautiful, beautiful eyes. The eyes! Oh wait, right, they have like... I mean, I'm dealing with this real quick. Yeah, I forgot the Obey Me characters actually have interesting colors with their eyes. I'm gonna have to do like a sketch or something. Hmm. Stretch my arms and back. Okay. Okay, so the main color is the blue, which is already applied. This is gonna be interesting considering the lighting. I forgot what I was talking about. Now I feel bad. I don't remember what I was talking about. I think I'm actually gonna find the screenshots that I did show my friends and post it on Twitter after some editing, of course. This reminds me of another time, like someone kind of someone developed an interest in me. I didn't really see him as a friend. I mean, I didn't really see him as a potential love interest. I just saw them as a friend. I know, boo-hoo, friend zone. But, but, yeah, we still chatted for a little bit on Facebook. And, and that's when we kind of got into the conversation of love, and he's like, and, there's some back and forth, and, he was like, uh, you didn't, and I was like, he was like, you didn't seem to have that much trouble talking to me, yeah, about, love, about love and such, and, I was like, I just don't feel the same way about you, and, I stopped talking to him afterwards. And the last message, said, I love you. And I didn't respond. That's not gonna win my heart, buddy. I hate, I hate how people have made the friend zone such a negative thing. 'Cause it's really not. You have a friend. Aren't friends good? Do you not like friends? I think it's more important to count your blessings than try and basically think like the meaning of life is grow up, get a girlfriend or boyfriend, question mark, profit. Because if you do that, you're not gonna be happy. Like, you'll 100% not be happy at all. This cape is gonna be interesting, like the inside. I think the best I can do is make it a multiply layer, and, basically just do this, though that's a bit dark. This is gonna sound strange, but I've actually developed a pretty good accuracy. I feel like I just developed a pretty good, sense, in a sense. Not necessarily like a ghost sort of thing, but it's just like I I can typically tell when someone has a crush on me. Uh, Several people developed a crush on me uh, ever since I joined this one friend group. Uh, and I have one of my good friends also like developed a crush on me. Though from what she says, it's now like a squish or something like that. I'm perfectly content with squishes. It makes me feel happy because I thought because you do get lonely sometimes. Though sometimes I get tired of talking too. So so if anyone like tries to talk to me, uh and I say like I don't feel like talking or whatever, don't take any please don't take any offense to it because that's just me uh having introverted like behavior. It's nothing against you personally. Hmm. Hmm. Gonna switch to the keyboard now because I don't know if I agree with this color, this shading palette. I'm gonna try and change it. I hope you guys don't mind my AC too much. If I don't have the AC on, it tends to overheat. And yeah, it, the AC I mean my computer tends to overheat. So that's why I have it on. But it tends to overheat. I mean, like, during the start of the summer, or at least getting close to it, okay, yeah, that's looking better. I was trying to use my computer and my computer was being slow. And eventually it actually shut off on me. So, whoops. Yeah, I have this AC on for the summer. It worked fine in the winter, though. It, if I recall correctly, I think I got this since February or March. We'll deal with Simeon's cape last. Maybe I should pull out that one reference picture that was one to look at. Um, I still don't I still don't like the company, but I need this picture of Mercy from Overwatch. Maybe I need to saturate the picture overall? Or maybe, I don't know. But yeah, okay, yeah, I think it's starting to look better. Okay. How long have I been streaming for? An hour? I already feel like having a break though. Oh well, I'll keep going. Actually, I'll do the preserve opacity. Yeah, I guess like I got inspiration. No, I didn't wasn't looking at it at the time, but my mind was thinking kind of something similar to this pose. I'll try to reach 2 hours this time. Cause I lasted longer in on YouTube. We'll just use an airbrush for the skin. Okay, it's looking good so far. Now I need to isolate the neck to oh. Uh, how to give the skin some life. Okay, it's looking good so far. I'll probably do the glow, like the, glow like the background on it later. After shading the skin, I'm gonna get up and stretch a little bit. Okay, his skin. Actually, can use a bit more tweaks. Now I got stretch. Oh, Jesus, almost fell over. Actually, I'm gonna use a restroom real quick. Okay. Well, we just add something to. Wait. The easiest thing to read. It should be Arial, actually. And it will be. I don't know what color it'll be. I don't know, let's check it out. It's too small. There we go. We'll make it red? There we go. That's good. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Back in the New York room. The blacks. I'm sorry. The blacks in this picture is gonna be interesting considering it's well, it's already kind of dark. Is the video over? It's definitely over. think we already heard this song before. Sorry for talking. I'm not talking. I mean, I just don't have much. I just can't. Don't have anything to talk about now. Considering, well, I definitely need it, but uh, I'm thinking of getting a game capture card for my Switch. Though it'll probably be obsolete within a few months or whenever the Switch Deluxe comes out. I normally want to record my Splatoon gameplay. 'Cause will me. Though honestly, uh, it's basically where all my uh, competitive talents are. It's just all Splatoon. I definitely know we've heard this song before. Oh, I got I got a chat thing. Hi Susan. I didn't realize it. Oh no. I am so sorry. I'm so used now getting a chat that I don't even like check it anymore. I just assume like oh god, I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, Sorry for being quiet, everyone. I ran out of things to talk about, simply put it. Uh, yeah, as you can see, I'm working on Simeon. Look, uh, I really need to figure out how to set up a stream to make it look more visually interesting. All I can think of is setting up a tiny little Twilight, like, in the corner. Just have a baby just sitting there. Oh. There's the cloak. I guess having a second monitor would be useful if I want to keep an eye on chat. But, I'm poor. So we'll have to settle with one monitor. Really does feel like you have to be rich in order to be a streamer. Oh, oops. Okay, I definitely know we've heard this song before. Is there not a lot of lo-fi beats or something? Jeez. Granted, I'm only using lo-fi beats just to, produce. Well, not produce anything. I'm just using it just to give everyone some kind of sound to listen to while I do my thing. There's a gnat in my room. It keeps bugging me. I just realized I made a pun. Hee hee. I make good puns. Please follow me. No, just kidding. Do what you want. You don't have to follow me just because I made a dumb pun. It wasn't even an intentional pun. It just happened. Okay, it's looking pretty good so far. Just have the gold left to work on. Seems like we're getting close to the 2-hour mark. And that would mark an end of a stream for me personally. I know there are streamers that can do this for hours on end, but I gotta worry about my health. I'm not sick or anything though. My hormones are out of whack due to certain reasons. Just I watched a Q&A yesterday, and it was Alpharad's Q&A while his internet was down. But he said his friends have been experiencing burnout because they like stream for long periods of time. But meanwhile, he just streams for 1 hour at a time. Not 1 hour. He only streams for like a few hours and then stops to prevent burnout. And I have experienced burnout before with comics, so I don't plan on doing streams for long periods of time. Gotta watch for my health after all. And you guys should too. Your health is important. My ear just ringed. I hear that's tinnitus or something like that. And you should definitely worry if the ringing just doesn't stop. I hear like I hear that from other people that it was kind of like a Reddit video about like what would be the next smoking or whatever, and one of them went like hearing loss basically, and it's basically because everyone likes to blast their volumes, and yeah, like hearing people will likely make a profit because of that. I don't play my music loud in the first place because, well, as I've said before, I'm autistic, so I don't exactly like loud noises. My sisters would always blast their music, and I hate it every time. It's not like sensory overload, but it's definitely a bit much for me. I like taking car trips with my dad instead because one, he lets me listen to my music, and two, he doesn't exactly like music blasting either. I love my dad. Honestly, whenever the subject of dads come up, I always tend to say I love my dad. And it will always be true. I love my dad. Oh crap, I just realized I forgot. Oh no, I forgot Simeon's gold seam things. Crap. I'm gonna have to write a note to myself, like, later on a. Actually, I. I'll do it on gold too. Anyway, the thing I forgot about Simeon is that he actually has, like, a gold seam thing, like, going across his arms. Well, you can only see on that one arm, but you see it kind of goes along, like, kind of the sides of the arms and across the fingers. What I'm curious about is, like, how it's gonna be difficult to do it across the fingers. I'm just gonna. Oh, whoops. Forgot I was on a different layer. Oh no, wait, it's fine to just do it like this. Because this is the layer with the diamonds. Diamond shapes, anyway. Can't believe I forgot this. It's high on contrast right now, but once I shade it with gold, with the colors, it will definitely look better. Oops. I need to catch up on Genshin Impact in terms of story. Because, I'm a bit behind. Uh, oh yeah, they're doing this cool thing with the Traveler that I actually been wanting to happen. Uh, Basically, like, I was hoping to get, like, a depressed traveler, like, because, you know, they're, like, in a different world. They don't have their brother with them, yada yada, and they're actually, like, addressing it in Yoimiya's story. I know I'm very behind, but it makes me happy. I especially wanted it for because I kind of definitely see Lumine in this light. Personally speaking, in my heart, Lumine is the main character. You can't change my mind. there's there's nothing wrong with having Aether. There's nothing wrong if you do prefer Aether being the protagonist. I guess it's just my own bias as a girl. This sounds dumb, but it's like I guess it's just like, self-insert and all that, but I just wish there was more Lumine rep, cause MiHoYo has been focusing a lot on Aether, and that personally makes me upset. It's like a similar situation to Gudako from Fate Go, where it's like we're having crumbs for Gudako rep. And Gudako was specifically limited to the Fate's little joke series, Phantasmal Garden or whatever. And as much as I like the rep, I'm just here like, can we have like a female master that's a protagonist? Type moon looking at me with malicious intent. She doesn't like our stuff. Oh my god. I mean, I get Japan's like full of otaku right now. I mean, like the overall like anime industry is like full of otaku. But I still want a girl. I want a perfectly good baby girl to to I forgot what the word is. Crap. Okay, I'm feeling embarrassed now. I forgot what I was saying. Um, uh, okay. But, I think I'm done for now. Okay. Thank you all for, coming to the stream. I hope y'all have a nice day, and I want you guys to take care of yourselves. Listen to the Twilight. Take care of yourselves. But I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully it'll be sooner this time rather than 2 weeks from now. I'm still trying to think of the word I was thinking of. It's something like put my shoes in this character or whatever. Like, I just can't remember what it was. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you later. Bye bye.